vibing with Mike Shinoda.
I was getting into the groove. Poggers.
You are now vibing with Mike Shinoda.
What the hell is going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? So good to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much for being here. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike Shinoda, and it is a good day. What is happening right now? How is everybody? Hope you're good. Thank you so much for joining. What a time. What a time right now, isn't it? You guys, we have had, so much has gone on since the last time we hung out here on the channel. Lots of new music, Lots of new things. Hold on one second. I have forgotten how to use my gear, live streaming gear. It's all good. It's all good. Today is release day for Meteora 20. Very excited about that. I'm sure a lot of you guys have, well, some of you probably have questions. Some of you, this is your first time in the channel. If that's the case, welcome. It's a weird way for it to be a first time on the channel because I'm like really out of practice on this thing. However, I'm gonna do my best. We'll probably have some audio issues. We'll probably have some technical issues, but that's all good. Thank you guys for joining us, joining me, joining everybody in the chat. Who's here, huh? So many familiar faces. Okay, yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Actually, should we switch up some music? You guys, if you guys have been here, like listening to this, as I've been setting everything up, I feel like it's been like a lot of in my head. Just throwing something else here for you, real quick. So usually on the channel, I would do like, I'd make tracks, occasionally play some video games, play a little Valorant or something, but usually on the channel, I make some songs, instrumentals and whatever. And it's important. I think the reason I wanted to mention this is because if you haven't checked out the channel before, I was on here since like 2020, in, you know, COVID and all that stuff. And we had a lot of like different like experiments, a bunch of making beats, a bunch of making instrumentals. Sometimes I get a soapbox, very funny. Did stuff with Web3, did VR, did some games, but I've been doing like, in the last few years, I've been doing a lot of instrumental stuff, and I've been doing a bunch of like writing and producing for other people. And I think in the last, 6 months or so, I got more into, I just got the bug to make my own music again. And so that track that you were hearing is called In My Head. It's the first like song with my voice on it in a while. That came out a couple weeks ago, so definitely if you haven't checked that out, add that to your playlist, share it with your friends. And then today we have an exciting day. It's the release of the 20th anniversary edition of Meteora, which oh wait a minute, I could show you. Hold on one second. Let me go get mine. I have mine right here. Okay. So here it is. I mean, some of you have seen some of you guys have seen the unboxing. We did like an unboxing thing. In case you didn't, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but this is the, I hit myself in the face. This is the Meteora box set. Ow, that hurt. This thing's heavy. Very excited about this. Oh, this is cool. So that's the cover. It's very shiny. Inside, we have the book. Inside the book, we've got so many things. We've got like 5 vinyl records that look like this. There's a special edition Meteora with the matte cover and the white border. We've got Live in Texas. We've got, oh yeah, Live in Texas is 2 records. It's a long show. And then we have something special. We have the Live in Nottingham vinyl. Check that guy out. And 4 CDs and 3 DVDs and a book of all kinds of I mean, the whole thing is like full of like pictures and notes on each song. So for example, the foreword says, notes, this album was written in 4 places: the band's tour bus, Mike's house, NRG Studios, and Soundtrack Studios, New York. The intro was recorded at Mike's house after the rest of the album was finished. And then there's notes on each individual song written by the band members, and then some things about some of the lost demos, the lost tracks. So that's a highlight. Last thing I'll say about this is that's a highlight of the Meteora package, is an album of lost demos, never before heard. All of this stuff, by the way, all the audio is up on streaming services. So it's massive. It's like 90 tracks. It's like 5 hours of music. However, when you're picking through that, check out the lost demos, the stuff that starts with the song Lost. People are talking about Massive. That's so funny. I always liked that demo. That's a good demo. So yeah, I keep seeing people mentioning this one track. Like, I knew that like fans would go into the whole thing of like all the tracks and like pick out stuff that they love. What are some of your favorites? A bunch of people have been tweeting at me about this track on there called Massive. Did I sing on that one? Is that why? I don't even remember. I sang, so like a lot of our demos, especially especially on maybe Minutes to Midnight on, I actually sang a lot of the demos. I shouldn't say a lot. I sang any demo where I had an idea of how the vocal should go. I sang it and then would play that for the band. So a song like Massive is a version of that, where I was like, oh, this is how the song would go. And yeah, so there's like a few of those on this in this Meteora 20 package. That's from 2003, you guys. That's prior to No Roads Left. Thank you guys. A lot of love in the chat. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Is this thing like, hold on, let me check this. Oh, this is why. There we go. There. Love for the chat. Oh, this thing's like turned way down, that's why. There you go. There you go. That's for you. Am I okay? What else? What do you guys want to know about this thing? What do you guys want to know? Have any of you guys gotten your package and watched the what's it called? A work in progress. Like, it's almost like a 75-minute LPTV episode. It's like a massive behind the scenes thing. Some of you got it, watched it. Yeah. It's so funny, dude. We're like babies. We're children on that. Woo! Just children. Shout out to management, by the way. Shout out to Ryan and Trish. Who else? God, Fiore, Bill, Lorenzo, Anna, Alex. Who else? So many people. Adam. Lots of people helped out on this. Like getting this. And by the way, like there were, I think that they took extra care in making sure that the, quality checking things, and with a box set this big, it's really hard to like, wait, is this one song looping? It's still looping. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, with a package, like with a box set thing, whatever you call this, that's so big, there's bound to be like typos and like little errors, and then maybe there's like some like shipping issues and like whatever. Like, just bear with us. Realize that like everyone's doing their best. I don't even know like what happens after the stuff gets like, you know, produced, gets printed and whatever, how it gets to you in Italy, in, you know, Russia, but just bear with us. So thanks for that. And if you guys do see something that you think, you know, needs our attention, just either, I'd say head over to the Linkin Park Discord to let us know over there. That's probably a good way to do it. Make sure, by the way, make sure you are on my Discord and on the Linkin Park Discord. What's my Discord? Is it M Shinoda? Mike Shinoda? Official Mike Shinoda? Yeah. Oh, there's no chance to get in Russia. See, I didn't even know they're not shipping to Russia. Yeah. Makes sense. But I'm sure that the Russian fans will find a way to get them anyway. There have been times when we didn't ship to certain places and like people obviously find a way. Okay, so, oh, you didn't find my Discord when you searched me. That's super weird. My Discord is, what is it? Yeah, it's Mike Shinoda. Discord.gg/Mike Shinoda. So go there. That's weird you didn't find me when you searched it. Massive was your walk-in music from your exam today. Good luck on your exam. That's super funny. I wish I had walk-in music for my exams. Never thought to do that. What else? Ukrainian fans waiting for us. Thank you. Or me. Us. I don't know. Thank you. How many, make some noise in the chat if you're like a new fan, if you were not around in 2003, if you were not born, or if you were just not aware of the band, if you were too young or whatever, or you just didn't know about the band. Make some noise. How's my jet lag? My jet lag is okay. My jet lag is fine. I took a little vacation / break to Japan. I was in Tokyo for, well, I was in Tokyo for most of the time. We went to Kyoto for a couple days. It was super beautiful. Caught the cherry blossoms. Whoa, chat's moving fast. One of the questions in the chat was, what should we expect with the new LPU? So for you guys that aren't aware, the LPU is a fan club, LP Underground, lpunderground.com. We're trying to, we're gonna make an effort to revamp the fan club and create some new fun things for you guys to do. Fan club has been a little like, you know, stagnant last few years. So we're taking this as an opportunity to put some more love into the fan club. I don't know exactly what that'll be. We have some plans. But the first thing you'll see that gives us an opportunity to do some different stuff is a passport. So you're gonna log in and you're gonna get a passport, which is basically your account, like your membership to the fan club. And on there, you're gonna start seeing things like achievements and stuff like that. So if you sign up, get your passport, and you start doing things like, for example, connecting to the Discord, you'll get an achievement for that. Putting your name in, you could get an achievement for that. So you're gonna get achievements for other things. If in the event that we start doing, you know, some more, I don't know, like events or anything like that, then those things obviously would be show up as achievements as well. And hopefully we'll do, you know, give you guys some special access to some stuff as things come up. When's the vault coming? The vault is on the way. The vault, LPU has always had a vault of exclusive material, like exclusive videos and music, etc., that you can just log in and you can watch, and that'll be up, hopefully soon. But we had to get the actual site up first. By the way, all the music we're listening to right now is stuff that I made on this channel. So these you'll find if you go to the somebody in the chat link people to the. There's like a YouTube playlist, YouTube channel that contains all the live streams and stuff. You could see, like, for example, this one was on February 1st last year, and it was a sound redeem beat. Members of the community suggested sounds, and I used those and I put them into a track. So yeah. I'm also, by the way, speaking of redoing websites, I'm redoing my website right now. Gonna do some stuff with stuff from this Twitch channel, so people that have watched the channel will be able to check out stuff on my new website as well. You'll see some familiar things. All right, let's get into a couple questions. I'll probably only stick around for a little bit, but yeah. Wacky Hacky 102 says, "What are your thoughts on an LP virtual concert in Unreal Engine?" Virtual concert. You know what'd be fun is to do some kind of thing with existing concert audio, like concerts that we did together, and like do something that was like, I'm thinking of like Meteora being a bit of a time warp, to create a bit of a time warp feeling for people to go back and in Unreal or like in a virtual environment, experience like being at the show. You could even do backstage stuff potentially if we've got something to reference, or if it's all rendered in Unreal, then maybe you just recreate or create a version of that. That'd be fun, right? What else? Am I gonna stream more? I'll probably not stream. I'm not gonna get back in the habit of streaming all the time because I've been actually like writing and doing some, like, I've been in the studio just kind of like messing around, making stuff. So I'm spending more time doing that. So not as much time for streaming. Oh, you know what I would love to do? Actually, let me turn these tracks off here. I would love to take you, while I'm talking about being in the studio, I would love to take you on a little, I'd like to show you some of the multi-tracks of the demo. I pulled up in my head. That's what I was playing when you guys showed up. So I have new songs called In My Head. You can go on, your Spotify, Apple, whatever, check that out. I'm gonna play, I'll show you guys the session, the original session for In My Head. Sound good? All right. So this is, let me see if I can, wait, how do I like show my screen? Okay, this could be a nightmare. I hope this actually is the right thing here. Hold on. I don't even know how to show my screen anymore. Is this the right one? Okay. That was bad. I was like, oh, Jesus. Okay, so this was the original. I started the song In My Head in Ableton, and then I moved it over to Pro Tools. So this was the version before I exported it and brought it up into Pro Tools. The initial, like the original beat, I think I did a bunch of it in Machine, but the initial beat was basically this. Let's see here. So this was the original beat. And I exported some of these. So you can see like the kick, pattern right here. A couple kicks, some live drums, clap, snare, and so on. This was the snare. What's on the snare? Just the Ableton saturator. And then the main sound is this. I took wow, this is quite a chain. So this is a bass shot. It's like basically an 808 that I put through distortion, some sidechain LFO, a bunch of effects. Actually, listen to this original sound before the distortion. It was this. So this was, I mean, I made it from that. And the distortion did like everything, did a lot of the work. And a couple of these things here. Yeah, so that's basically the track in the verse. Let's move into the pre-chorus real quick. What did I add in the pre-chorus? Piano came in the pre-chorus. Which piano did I use? It's a contact instrument. So for the piano, the Noir Pure, I adjusted some of the settings on that guy. And there's actually a bunch of guitars in here in the pre-chorus. These guys. So, okay, so this is actually an important, here's a little piece of like music making theory for you. This guy right here, let's see, I think it's this one. Oops, I think it's this one. So in the pre-chorus, this melody starts. My bad, it isn't this one, it's the other one. Dun, 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 dun. So I introduced this like theme, this little musical theme. I brought it in the pre-chorus. But then you'll notice that later on in the choruses and outro, it shows up again. So that same like sound, basically, that same series of notes shows up in the pre-chorus to introduce that really, really subtly, like you almost don't even hear it. And then when you get into the chorus, it shows up in the second half, it shows up later in the song, it's in the intro of the song as well. And of course, you got all the guitars in the chorus with the new key. Right? All right. Okay, so I haven't played you guys the vocals yet. So check this out. These were the demo vocals.
Let it begin.
Oh,
Push it away, but it's pulling me in.
So that's like an affected
I'm not aware when I do
version of the chorus.
I know the signs. I see the pattern in front of my
But when I
eyes.
did the demo
Something inside me
of the
open
song,
wide, stretching and coming alive. I can't stop it when it starts.
the pre-chorus vocals are pretty dry. So this was before Kaylee was on the song. So this is how the chorus sounds. So I basically, to do those vocals, I have like high ones and low ones. So the main ones are up here like this.
In my head.
Right? And then underneath those, we've got these guys.
In my head.
Okay. And then the other stuff is familiar. Like it kind of sounds like what the end of this, what the final product sounded like.
I can feel it getting closer. Breathing heavy on my shoulder.
So you get the idea, right? Like all together, then it's basically this.
I can feel it getting closer in my head. Breathing heavy on my shoulder. And I'm trying to fake it, but there's no way to escape it in my head.
So that's the chorus. And then we worked up from there, basically. Somebody asked, they wanted to hear the vocals on the second verse. I don't know if that new harmony was in there. Let's find out. Oh, there's a.
Coming around.
Oh, it is.
Thoughts are intruding, I'm pushing them down. Stopping it now. Blacking out, in fact, I'm blacking it out. Holding too tight. Kidding myself, turning wrong into right.
John 10 wants to know what software this is. This is Ableton. This is Ableton Live. So for this other vocal, I sang it like a monotone vocal. On its own, it just sounds like this, without anything on it.
Coming around, thoughts are intruding, I'm pushing them down. Stopping it
That's
now.
a raw
Blacking
vocal.
out, in fact, I'm blacking it out.
And if you want to look at like actually really go deep, like and look at some of the multis, this was on this particular vocal, it was 4 different takes. And I went in and I grabbed my favorite pieces of each of the takes. And I used like the first line is here, the second line is this take, then these, and then it jumps to this one. Oh, I guess it's 5, isn't it? Because this is a different take. And then I, that's called a comp. So you'll do different vocals and you'll choose your favorite bits of each one. So with nothing at all on it, you get this.
Coming around, thoughts are intruding, I'm pushing them down.
And then with I put a pretty heavy auto tune on it to keep it really.
Coming around, thoughts are intruding, I'm pushing them down. Stopping it now.
I wanted it to
Blacking
sound a
out,
little
in fact, I'm blacking
robotic.
it out.
And so this is just like Nectar just has like a few like compression and EQ. I mean, if we can open this up, just so I know you guys are curious. It has a gate so that anything below a certain volume level goes to silence. EQ looks like that. De-esser to get rid of some of the sibilance. Another EQ after the de-esser, which might be unnecessary, but I did it anyway. And then a compressor.
Coming around.
And then the little altar boy after that, this guy puts like a little bit of a low octave on it.
Coming around, thoughts are intruding, I'm pushing them down. Stopping it now. Blacking out, in fact, I'm blacking it out.
All right.
Coming around, thoughts are intruding, I'm pushing them down. Stopping it now. Blocking out, in fact, I'm blacking it out. Holding too tight. Kidding myself, turning wrong into right. Thief in the night.
Oh, I did something weird on this one. Instead of just, some people will put like a, it's not weird, but this is just a choice. Some people will put like you hear, it's called a delay throw. So, or you could do like a reverb throw or delay throw. You do an effects throw, which means that for a certain word, just on the certain word, you'll send the audio of that word to an effect. And in this case, you can hear there's an echo of the end of each line. So,
Coming around. Thoughts are intruding, I'm pushing them down. Stopping it now. Blocking out, in fact, I'm
So instead of doing the actual like delay throw, I did what appears to be a separate performance, or is it a copy paste? I did a copy paste. So basically I grabbed like this piece of the vocal and I copied it and I placed it where it's supposed to show up. And then I can, if I do that, then I can put like a different chain of effects on that and have complete control over the appearances of that sound. And it's not like coming around, round. It's not like that. It's just one instance of the word and it's got certain effects on it. And then I can tweak it as it goes. So it's just a different way. If you want to do a delay, it's a different way of doing it where you can maybe have a little more control over the appearance of that sound. Let's see what's going on in this pre-chorus.
I can't stop it when it starts.
So here's another little piece of like arrangement theory. You notice it in the pre-chorus 1 right here, there's 4 vocals. I saved this low pre-chorus vocal take till the second pre-chorus. So there's always something new happening. So verse 1 is the most stripped. And you basically have one vocal here with the little delay. Pre-chorus, you have 4, and then you have chorus. And then in second verse, you've got a lot more vocal tracks. In pre-chorus 2, you've got more vocal tracks. And then in chorus 2, I didn't add more vocal tracks. What I did is instead of playing out the full chorus, we went straight to bridge. So that, to my ear, made it like more interesting. Like when you get to the halfway point in the second chorus, you're expecting to continue hearing it, and instead of hearing it, you get this.
'Cause I'm swirling in the panic of a shaking confidence.
Oh, I think this is cool too, actually.
Have an answer when the questions don't make sense.
Hold on.
'Cause I'm swirling in the panic of a shaking confidence.
That little chimey sounds
I
nice.
don't have an answer when the questions don't make sense in my head.
So yeah, the chimey sound I made from Cloud Supply in Contact. Apparently I started with a preset called Hazed, and then I kind of tweaked it from there. I almost never just use the regular preset. At least I'm assuming I changed it, because I almost never use just like the regular thing. It happens though, once in a while. Let me check this out real quick. What's going on with these vocals here?
'Cause I'm swirling in the panic of a shaking confidence. No, I don't have an answer when the questions don't make sense in my head.
So those are the vocals on the bridge without the harmony, and then the harmony is this guy.
'Cause I'm swirling
Oh.
in the panic.
You hear how dark that is? Like it sounds like this.
shaking confidence. No, I don't have an answer when.
So the background vocals, a lot of times what I'll do is, this is great because we haven't done vocals on the stream very often. So what I'll do a lot of times is I'll do what's called a low pass filter, or I'll just turn down the EQ on the high end. It removes a lot of the sibilants, the kind of T's and S's and things like that. It removes it. And in this case, I did a filter, yeah. I did a low pass here and completely removed all of the high end material out of those vocals, so that really the presence of the main vocal is the one you're hearing. So when you mix them together, you still get all those S's and T's because the main vocal has them.
Swirling in the panic of a shaking confidence.
I almost guarantee you I did the same thing on the chorus vocals too. Let's find out. Oh, these didn't have anything at all on them. Let's see here. If this one has a little less. Because this is a main. Mains had the... I didn't do it. Okay, so there's no... Oh, you know where I probably would have done it though, is here. Let's find out. Huh. Guess not. All right. Well, that's our answer. I didn't do that move on the choruses. I guess that's it for here. Was there anything else I added? Yeah, starting in the, so like I said, like just to keep to finish out the song and to keep the listeners' interest going, first verse has the fewest things. And then each time that part shows up, it's got more layers. Pre-chorus, same thing, more layers. Chorus, first half has fewer things. And then in the second half, I added there's a tambourine added. There's the bright key added. And then the second chorus, we get half a chorus and we go straight to bridge. And then go into a breakdown and then go into the last section, which has everything in. So that will sound like this.
In my head, breathing heavy on my shoulder, and I'm trying to fake it, but there's no way to escape
I think I added more drums and took away more music when in the final version. I think I edited that. This sound was just something off of my Nord, like a bent note. And that's it. That's it. Super weird. You want to hear something super weird? Hold on, let me see if this is. I did an experiment. I told them about this, but I didn't use it. I did an experiment where I made the chorus really dissonant. And I liked this version, but I ended up liking the other version better. So check this. This is world premiere of a different version of the song that could have been the main version. Oh, so weird. It's more scary, right? It's more dissonant. I liked that as a vibe, but when I heard the whole song that way, I was like, damn, like it's just a little much the whole time. But yeah, it was darker. It was darker. But I thought that was an interesting experiment. Definitely cool. Just wasn't, to me, it wasn't the song. Did I do the whole vibe? Is the bridge still the same? Oh, actually, here's something funny. Do you know why it didn't work? So on its own, if it was just the verse and the chorus, on its own, I liked that a lot. But here was the reason why I ended up being like, nah, it doesn't work.
I've been the one putting gas in the lights. I can't stop it when it starts. Trying not to fall apart. Building up.
It's like, okay, we got that vibe that you get when you. I was like, right there when the chorus hit, I was like, okay, like it's interesting because it's different, but I don't know if it's the vibe. And then this happened. Right there, I hated it. Like when it went from the creepier vibe to the bridge, it ruined the bridge for me. Like it turned it into, I was like being distracted by the guitar and not listening to the vocal as much. And then when we got to the bridge felt way too bright. And I was like, no, I want the bridge in the song. And if the chorus is gonna ruin the bridge, it feels too, like they're two different songs then. I was like, okay, I love the bridge. I'm not going to get rid of the bridge just for this guitar. And that was like one of the main deciding factors to me because I hated how this sounded, like from it going from here to here. Yuck. No, I don't like that. That was a no from me. So that's what happened. We ended up with this guy, which I like a lot. All right, cool. So that's, I'm gonna crash. Thank you very much for playing along. And let me take you through the tutorial of how to make your own song like In My Head. And thanks for watching. And thanks for checking out Meteora 20. I gotta get out of here. Gonna do some, probably work on a couple new things today. What else before I go in the chat? Yeah. Thank you. Am I missing anything else before I go? Yeah, keep sharing, Lost. Keep sharing In My Head on all your social media, especially, IG and TikTok. Make those videos. Helps us, spread the word about the song. I've got some new things in the pipeline with other artists, and I'm working on new music right now. See what happens with that. I'm excited. New things? You say new things? Indeed, new things. Ralph picks. I got a new puppy. His name is Ralph. He's not here right now. We'll give you Ralph picture. I'll post Ralph pics if we see some more. I posted this thing on TikTok and I said, you guys use the format of this thing. You know, it's like a meme. Like, use the format and give me doggo memes. And I haven't seen barely any. So no, you don't get Ralph pictures. Because Ralph pictures only come if you post the doggo memes. All right. The tiki-talkies, yes indeed. And the TikToks. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. Shouts out to everybody who's subbing and all of that. I appreciate it. I do not know how much I will be streaming, so don't worry about subs. You did it. Awesome. Thank you. Make sure to follow us in the Discord. Mine is Mike Shinoda. Discord.gg/Mike Shinoda. You can go to discord.gg/LincolnPark. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys very much. I'm out of here.